After a lot of back and forth, Red Bull and Aston Martin have ended their dispute over Dan Fallows. We're getting into the details of this dispute and other F1 news that has been circling the block. Let's get right into it. Firstly, Red Bull and Aston Martin settled their Fallows dispute. Aston Martin announced last year that it had signed Dan Fallows from his role as Red Bull's head of aerodynamics to be its new technical director. However, the matter went legal, with Red Bull insisting that it would hold Fallows to the terms of his contract, which ran until 2023. Speaking at the time, Red Bull team principal Christian Horner said that the team had little interest in letting Fallows go early. With Red Bull having no interest in making life easy, the matter went to court as both Fallows and Aston Martin pushed for an early contract release. However, both teams announced on Tuesday that they had reached a settlement that will allow Fallows to move teams this year. The terms of the agreement were not made public. The deal means that Fallows will be allowed to join Aston Martin on April 2nd this year to help the team progress with its new car. In a short statement, Martin Whitmarsh, the group chief executive officer of Aston Martin Performance Technologies, welcomed the deal. Aston Martin had been keen to get Fallows on board as soon as possible as it bids to move up the grid after a disappointing 2021 campaign where it finished 7th in the Constructors' Championship. Next, Binotto reveals Sainz's best quality after first year with Ferrari. The 27-year-old was Ferrari's new signing last year, and he helped the Scuderia achieve P3 in the championship alongside Charles Leclerc, while Sainz also finished a stellar 5th in the standings ahead of former teammate Lando Norris and Leclerc. When asked how Sainz had integrated so effectively into his new team, Binotto said it was all about preparation. Carlos Sainz impressed not just the Tifosi in 2021, but Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto too. Moreover, the Scuderia boss revealed exactly which quality of Sainz's was the most impressive last season and why it's encouraging for 2022. Binotto added that learning the ins and outs of a new engine and Sainz having used mostly Renault power units in previous seasons was one of his greatest concerns. However, the Spaniard's adaptability again helped him start 2021 on the front foot. With a driver lineup, he has been declared the best in F1. Binotto's squad sports two formidable drivers at the wheel for a 2022 season that could see Ferrari further close the gap to the frontrunners with all new hardware. The team principal therefore reasoned that Leclerc and Sainz are in a prime position to extract the maximum out of Ferrari's 2022 contender, which will be revealed on February 17th. Next, Mercedes Tech Chief Allison says 2022 rules an opportunity to show that they haven't just been lucky. Mercedes Technical Director James Allison has been a pivotal part of the team's journey to a record 8 consecutive Constructors' Championships, but now he's looking forward to what he calls an enormous set of rules changes this season, as well as another opportunity to prove the Silver Arrows doubters wrong. In a YouTube video outlining how Mercedes have tackled the 2022 regulations, with brand new cars on the horizon ahead of a 23-race season, Allison said his record-breaking squad and himself have approached this era with great anticipation. He explained that it's a chance for them to show they can transcend the first turbo hybrid era of F1 that began in 2014. The technical chief, who started his F1 journey in 1991 at Benetton, where Michael Schumacher would clinch his first title 3 years later, before later joining Ferrari as trackside aerodynamicist in 1999 as a key part of their stunning 6-year run of championship triumphs, said he had never seen such a gigantic set of changes to the Formula One rulebook. Now, Leclerc, Sainz, and Schwartzman to test last year's Ferrari at Fiorano this week. Ferrari's duo of Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc will return to the wheel this week as they drive last year's SF21 at Fiorano alongside test driver Robert Schwartzman. Sainz and Leclerc, who combined to help the Italian team hit P3 in the championship last season, will take part in a 4-day session starting on Tuesday, January 25th at the Ferrari-owned circuit in Italy. The full-time racers will be joined by Schwartzman, Ferrari's official test driver for 2022, the Russian having split duties for Haas and Ferrari at the end of the 2021 Abu Dhabi session. Schwartzman will open Ferrari's preseason running on Tuesday and take the final day Friday. Leclerc will be on track on Wednesday, with Sainz driving on Thursday, both having driven a mule car fitted with 18-inch tires in the end-of-season Abu Dhabi test. Ferrari's as of yet unnamed 2022 car, which they have internally coded 674, will be unveiled to the public on February 17th. Next, Norris on why he's happy and confident to be a mental health pioneer in F1. McLaren's Lando Norris has spoken about tackling the unwarranted stigma surrounding those who open up about their mental health, with the 22-year-old having said that he's proud to be an athlete that stands up for those who are struggling. Norris has spoken candidly about his own mental health struggles, particularly those that hit him hard during his 2019 debut season. The Brit, along with teammate Daniel Ricciardo and other members of the McLaren team, have also been proactive in working with the squad's chosen mental health charity, Mind. McLaren's initiatives with Mind have included Norris's participation in charity esports events events, himself and Ricciardo designing t-shirts before donating the proceeds to charity, and other team members raising thousands of pounds for the cause too. Furthermore, the 22-year-old raised funds for mental health charity Our Frontline last year with a special helmet design at Silverstone. Norris added that his fans on social media have been receptive to his openness when it comes to mental health and asserted that his honesty can only have a positive impact. Now we look into how Gasly calls 2021 most consistent year in F1 after netting highest ever points tally. Pierre Gasly attracted much acclaim for his performances last season, and the AlphaTauri driver couldn't help but acknowledge his own improvements after what he termed his most consistent F1 season. The year 2021 saw the Frenchman pick up a podium in Azerbaijan and score 110 points, which is his highest tally in F1 yet, thus helping his squad achieve 6th in the championship. In various interviews asking about his performance, the 25-year-old added that 2021 saw him embrace the stability that came with staying with AlphaTauri for a second consecutive full season, which is something that Gasly hadn't previously experienced in F1, having been promoted to Red Bull for 2019 and demoted back to Toro Rosso in the middle of that campaign. Mercedes engine head Hodgkinson to join Red Bull in May after teams agree on release date. Red Bull's new powertrain division has received a shot in the arm with news that the Milton Keynes-based squad have agreed to a release date for Ben Hodgkinson to join them from Mercedes as their new technical director. Hodgkinson was Red Bull's first big siding to their all-new engine department, which was created following Honda's decision to leave F1, with the news breaking last April. He joins the team with almost 20 years of experience with Mercedes, whose power unit has dominated the turbo hybrid era, and where he had risen to head of mechanical engineering in their engine division. Red Bull said at the time he will lead the powertrain group with full integration into the chassis team to deliver future power units that enable Red Bull to compete for world championships. His key focus when he starts on May 24th will be on the engine Red Bull plan to introduce in 2025, when a new PU formula is set to be introduced. Will Bottas's arrival revive Alfa Romeo's mojo? The winds of change have swept through the squad once known as Sauber, Alfa Romeo F1 team, as they are now officially known, having ditched the racing part from their name, have Bottas on their books for 2022. This is a long-term project for the 32-year-old who has signed on a multi-year deal where he had only enjoyed one-year contract extensions previously at Mercedes, who now wants to see his new team work their way back into the midfield fray and take the reins in the new era of F1. While he's left behind a team used to winning titles, Bottas will have a wealth of responsibilities with Alfa Romeo. Chiefly, they want him to lead the team into the new era and beyond, and as one of the most experienced winners on the grid, Bottas is definitely capable of that. The chance to be Alfa Romeo's talisman, after 5 seasons competing for the limelight at Mercedes against Hamilton, could allow the Finn to thrive. The Finn, who raced alongside Lewis Hamilton for the last 5 seasons and helped deliver as many Constructors' Championships for Mercedes, brings with him a wealth of experience fighting at the front. And that's all we have for you today, folks, but we'll be back with more interesting videos. To stay informed about Formula One and other interesting topics, keep watching our videos. Tell us if you think the Red Bull and Martin dispute even needed to be dragged to courts by sounding off in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe before leaving. Signing off!